Hey there guys, welcome back to VictorVectorGarage. Today we're going to be removing the rear bumper from my wife's 2025 Jeep JLU. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so this is going to apply for Jeep JLUs from 2018 to current. Might be a few minor differences depending on different bumper styles, but for the most part this should be a fairly common removal process. So let's go ahead and jump into it. First up, what we're going to need to do is remove some trim panels from the inside of the wheel wells. So we're going to go ahead and get an 8mm first and go ahead and get those removed. All right, so first what we need to do is remove this splash shield here to gain access to the bolts in front of the bumper here, as well as also on the side of the frame here. So we're going to use an 8mm to remove these. All right, with those 3 screws removed, we can go ahead and drop away this panel, and that'll expose the bolts. And then with a 16mm, we'll go ahead and remove these 2 fasteners. All right. So that'll wrap up everything from this side here. We'll go ahead and repeat on the other side next. With the 2 splash guards removed, now we can move on to the next step. We're going to need a 10mm socket for this one. There's a bolt holding here and here that are extra reinforcements. We need to remove these. And with that, now we're ready to go ahead and remove the bolts that are supporting the bumper to the frame. All right, so now to get the bolts that are holding the bumper to the frame, on the driver's side, you're going to have a tow hook which has 2 additional bolts from below. But on both driver and passenger, you have the 2 bolts up on the side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first break these loose. I'm going to be using a 21mm socket. All right, so under the driver fender well, there is going to be a plug here that needs to be undone before you can go ahead and remove the bumpers. So what we're going to first do is pull this white tab backwards. And then from there, we can go ahead and release the connector by depressing on the white tab and pulling back. All right, so one last set of fasteners that I'm electing to remove to make this a little bit easier. There are actually tangs on the inside of this bracket that the bolt holes went through, and that prevents the bumper from just being pulled straight off. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use a 16mm socket, and I'm gonna go ahead and remove these 2 fasteners. All right, there we go. Now with those removed, that allows this bracket to be able to be pushed alongside and release those tangs. We'll go ahead and go back behind the Jeep. We'll get this removed. So with all the fasteners removed and the electrical connection broken over on the driver's side, we're ready to go ahead and remove this bumper. Since I did loosen the bolts on the bracket that mounts the bumper on this side, it allows that bracket to be maneuvered away a little bit to release those tangs that are preventing you from removing the bumper. And then what you can do is get one side free, and then you can slide it out to the other side. Your bumper is removed. Now there is one last step that we need to complete to get the last set of brackets out. So we're going to use our 16mm to remove these 2 side support brackets. And that'll remove those 2 fasteners, bracket pulls away. All right, if you're replacing your rear bumper and you want to pull out the license plate, light, and harness, then what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to fully disassemble the rear bumper to be able to separate the inner from the outer skin to be able to gain access to where that routing is located. So first off, we got to remove these brackets. So we're going to use our 16mm, and that'll remove the inner bracket. And then we can use a 7mm to remove the screws that hold the outer bracket on, of which there are 3 of. Then we need our trim removal tool. We'll go ahead and remove the fastener here from the sheet metal. And then we can remove this bracket. Now, we'll need to work across the rear structural support and remove those fasteners as well, again using the 7mm socket, of which there are 5 of those. All right, and then we need to remove the corners. So we're going to start off with removing these 6 screws. So we have those 6 screws removed, and then we have these white tabs that we need to release. So what we're going to do is go ahead and use our trim removal tool. We need to depress on the underside, and then these guys will be able to pry up like so. So you can see what we're doing is we have to depress this, and then that will then allow this to be pulled out. So we have 3 of those to repeat on. All right, and then our corner can go ahead and slide out like so. That'll expose a screw from the outside. So there's going to be 2 screws, again 7mm, and that'll remove the inner corner. Now earlier we removed the screws holding the steel structural support in. We can remove that guy as well. And now what we'll do is go ahead and remove the screws along the inner and outer skin here. So I'm going to remove 5 along the bottom. That's going to get me just beyond halfway, and then there's 3 along the top. And there's 1 additional screw down here that I missed, so I'll remove that one as well. And then what we're gonna wanna do is we're gonna wanna pop the Christmas fir tree here. So that allows the inner and outer skin to separate halfway. This should give me enough distance to be able to get to remove the Christmas trees for the routing, as well as getting the license plate light assembly out as well. So let's go ahead and work around popping all of these fir tree locations free. And then inside the bumper, there is a connection that we go ahead and break. And this should allow for the harness to feed back through and out of the bumper. So there is our harness. From inside this hole here, we can go ahead and get a 10mm. We're gonna remove 2 nuts on the back side of the light. And now you might need to get in there with a small screwdriver to try to pry these out as you're spinning, because it's on a plastic fastener, so it doesn't really quite bite on its way out. All right, so unfortunately, what ended up happening is I broke one of the little plastic ends off because I think they over tightened this one. But oh well, that's what we get. And so now what I need to do is just pop this guy on through the bumper, pull it out, and there we go. All right, so that is our license plate light. All right, so that's gonna wrap up the removal of the rear bumper off of JLU. I am not gonna be reinstalling the bumper. If you do wanna reinstall, you can go ahead and reverse the steps that I've laid out in this video. I'm gonna be installing a new rear bumper, so that's the reason why I had to do the teardown that I did, to be able to salvage those parts that are gonna be reused on the new bumper. But with that, guys, it's gonna wrap up everything for today's video. I hope that you enjoyed the content. If you did, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. For all of you that are returning subscribers, I appreciate you guys as always. For anyone new to the channel, if you're getting value out of the content that I'm uploading, please consider subscribing. It helps my channel grow. With that, guys, we are Victor Vector Garage. We are taking on these builds and the trails build direction and magnitude. All right, guys, have a good one. Catch you next time.